Hello everyone, I'm now on my first day back this week. So I'm just getting around this corner. So basically, I apologise to everybody this week for not having any videos or shorts this week. Those of you who won't be following, I had a few technical issues with trying to send my PT level 2 assessment to my tutor, so I haven't been on, unfortunately, because I've been having a lot of trouble trying to upload it and send it to him, and then I had to keep editing certain things and trying to change some of the file formats and what have you. It was just absolute pain. It was so time consuming, it was unreal. I didn't realise just how much time and effort it takes to try and cultivate all this videos, editing up and sorting things out to try and get it to him. So I just sent it in shorter bits, things like that. So I'll edit some of the videos, so combine them all into one, so it's one whole video showing you what a practical level 2 assessment will be like, my experiences with it all, and just see, I'll share the feedback I'll get. I haven't got any yet. He hadn't had a chance to mark my assessment, unfortunately, yet. He obviously must have been quite busy with other people's, which is understandable. So I believe he did say on Saturday was his, from 10 in the morning till 1 was his final bookings for it this week. So hopefully the start of this week he'll be able to catch up, mark mine, and then just tell me where I'm at. Hopefully I've passed. Don't see why not. I mean, it went quite well, to be honest. So, as far as I'm aware, it went well. It wasn't perfect. No one's perfect anyway, but it wasn't perfect. I mean, there was a couple of little hiccups I'd done with the video, but I managed to edit one bit at the end just to eliminate that, because I sort of started a bit again because something went wrong as I was recording. So I sort of started that bit again, took that out of the clip, and there was a bit at the start, but I kind of left that in there just to show examiners, in real life, if something don't quite go as planned, you can adapt around that situation, you see, and then just carry on. So experience-wise, so I contacted my local gym. They were kind enough to let me go in and film. Obviously made sure I got permission first. So contacted them, booked the session in this Friday. So me and my wife went in Friday morning and just started filming my assessment. So you just start with your par queue, like I said before. So I've done that, which is the physical activity readiness questionnaire. So I start to do that, ask the vital questions of have you been on any medication change or any new medication I should be aware of before we start training. Your typical sort of just assessments of someone's health and everything, and then it's just health and safety really, basically, before you start. So you sort of ask them general questions about them things, and then you go on to physically how, injury wise, have they got any injuries and things like that. You go through your list, and then you start going about the fire exits, show them where they are, the water fountain area, so you can get a drink if they need it. This is a little introductory to the gym, facilities as well, so to say, before you get started. So that's where I started off. There was quite a comical moment. Like I say, I left that in there as well, but it was comical. It was quite funny. I saw the funny side in the end. So basically, you then explain to him what you're about to do. So I just said, we'll be doing dynamic stretches. We'll then do some cardio, and then we'll be straight into the resistance part of the main session. And I said, and at the end, we'll be then doing a cool down at the end of the session, and then stretches. So I basically explained that. And then as I went on, I went to do the dynamic stretches with her. And I started doing some arm swings because we were on like a full body workout that day. So I started off with some arm swings, just get blood flow going through the top half of your body, like through your arms, shoulders. Get the heart rate starting to work up a bit, get blood flow around your upper body and your chest and everything else. So I just started with like some arm swings and what have you. And as I started to do them, bless her, she started to then start doing it with me. I don't think it really would have been that much of an issue, not with the dynamic warm-up. So, but it was kind of my fault anyway, because I didn't quite explain that I demonstrate, then you do it straight after. And of course she started copying me and then like started doing her arms at the same time, and in the video I said, oh no, I've got to do it and then you follow what I do after I explain. I was then about to turn the clip off, but then I just thought back, I'll just leave that in there, so I did. So that's probably like the only like main thing probably in there, like concerned of like, but I don't think the examiner's going to really worry about that too much. That weren't really like a major fault or such. It's just like a little bit of a communication hiccup at the start of the video. Plus they're going to know that that's the first time. There's probably a bit of nerves as well. So anyway, that aside, obviously I just went through the necessary stuff you're meant to. Obviously done the dynamic stretches, started the cardio, then got onto the resistance training, and then obviously you have to demonstrate. This is important now, like you're getting it. I'm going to put a whole video on here. If that passes this week, I'll put that on there. So I don't really want to put it on there if it don't pass. So I don't want to teach anyone any like bad habits or procedures, and then like you go and fail yours because you've watched mine. So I'll wait until it's passed first. But anyway, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll pass because it didn't go too bad, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, so I've done the resistance part where I start the main session with that. So start going through all like the workouts and doing things, and I just treat it like a normal session. So for those of you who are just sort of like a little bit nervous about it or anything, just treat it like a proper session with a proper client. Don't treat it like an assessment or a test. Treat it like a proper, how you train somebody, like a session with them. Those of you who've probably never done a session with someone before, it's just like, just watch some videos, watch some trainers do it, or even get one of your own one day, just to one off, and just see how they treat you and how you found their session. Because that'd be a good way to, from your experience, you'd be able to know how that other person will feel in that perspective and point of view then, which will help you how you train people as well. So that's probably a little bit of advice I could probably give you for that. So, but anyway, so I'd done all the resistance parts, and then obviously then you got round to the cool down, the stretches. So what the examiners will look for is just certain cues you give them, like, so basically like clues of like how to perform the exercises. They'll be looking for like the safety aspects mainly more than anything. If you're competent with the person, you know what you're talking about to a degree. When I say degree, I don't mean like you've winged it and then you're like, yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't. Like, you still got to know what you're doing, but you got to still be slightly knowledgeable. What I'm saying is you've got to be at a level of what they're looking for. So like level 2 standard basically, which is, just basics. It's just the basics. It's not nothing. They're not too worried about like too much technical information. There'll be some, but there'll be like basic technical information, like common sense stuff really, mainly, more than anything. So I'll just be looking at general safety, like you're competent and confident in training the individual, and then you're guiding them correctly and safely for each exercise, making sure their form is correct. If their form starts to dip during the exercise or anything for whatever reason, you're communicating throughout the whole exercise, so you're in every exercise as well. So you're helping them get the best out of their workouts as well as being safe, so they don't injure themselves and what have you. So it's always good to just practice that as well and get prepared for the actual assessment before you even do it as well. Is probably a good idea as well, so you know what to expect and everything else. But yeah, over all in all, how I felt, my experience of the day, yeah, it went well, like I say. But what I'll do is just a general chat, just to apologise and for like my absence on Friday, of like having no content to really share with you all. Because like I say, it was just that. But like I just thought I'd have a general chat before I go in as well, and just sort of explain how I sort of found it and how I got on, how I think I got on anyway, and everything like that. Like I say, I'm sure I got on okay, and there will be a video maybe later today or sometime midpoint of the week. Hopefully that assessment will be passed, and then I can share that with you all on there. I'll edit it and make it into a full assessment video to show you all like what you what's expected of you. But yeah, like I say, there'll be more like recovery material coming out soon again as well, like the Claire Weekes type approach recovery, just to help those who sort of struggle with anxiety a little bit. And just before I go, I'd probably just say that how I was feeling, like mentally wise, like with the anxiety side of things, I felt quite okay. So I'd like to try and sometimes update people on how I feel when I'm doing things with my recovery while I'm going about it. So obviously this is a vlog page, and I like to just show people my journey, and this is what it's about. Mainly about overcoming generalised anxiety, and actually currently living through it, my day-to-day life, how I sort of try and deal with it in a healthier way than when I used to, with which my coping mechanisms used to be drinking and things like that. So I'm trying to, I'm actually genuinely trying to self-improve myself and everything, mindset mainly, and then obviously wanting to change in careers, I haven't really, much of a career, I wouldn't say at the minute, but build a career what I'll be proud of, and hopefully help other people, so in the long run. But yeah, well, I'm actually now at work now, but like I say, stay tuned, because obviously there'll be more content like the practical assessment, and I'll put some stuff in as well about Claire Weekes' approach to helping you with anxiety disorders and things like that. Yeah, so I hope you all have a good week, good day today as well, and I'll catch you on the next video. Obviously, hopefully that'll be a bit more soon, and then I can sort of put you a copy of the assessment. But yeah, like I say, all in all, like anxiety wise, how I felt honestly was, yeah, I just felt quite calm, to be honest. I think it's probably just the preparation stuff. Like I say, anxiety is a complex thing. It depends on the individual and what it is, what triggers people. But generally, it didn't really frighten me that much, this assessment. So there was a little feeling of tightness in the chest a couple of days beforehand. I got some of them feelings, but I don't think it was actually my upcoming assessment. I think it was more like just work really related stuff. I'm not really going to go into too much. Don't really want to know all that, but just some sort of work related sort of feelings I was having and things, and but I just let the feelings be there, accepted that I felt like that at the time. I just got on with my day. I just got my stuff on, just went. So, and that didn't turn out to be too bad of a day. But yeah, but like I say, there'll be more material on all this sort of stuff as well. But yeah, catch you on the next video. Like I say, hopefully this assessment one comes up, and I'll be posting that hopefully sometime this week. Have a good day, and catch you next time.